Welcome to the NTSC 5 and 5 series where I, Ashwin Krishnan, host amazing CISOs and stand out in IDSec. Today my guest is Kuehn, Chief Trust Officer at AON. We talk about OpenAI and ChatGPT and attackers and defenders leveraging it, diversity in our industry, cyber leaders balancing work and life, and one happy question. Keep watching to dig in. So Kate, as you think about OpenAI and ChatGPT in general, who do you think is most favored given these advancements? Is it the attackers or is it the defenders?
I don't think either is favored. I think we're kind of in the Wild West at the moment. When I think about OpenAI or ChatGPT, the reality is it's just AI, and AI is really just software. So we need to take some of the hype out of this conversation. And what I mean by that is AI really impacts organizations in one of three ways. You are either a consumer of it, a producer of it, or both. And the same for the threat actors. You are either a consumer of it, trying to get at the data generated by AI. You are producing some type of tool, or you're doing both. And the reality is there's really only three areas of risk I see at this moment that AI is really impacting, both from a threat actor perspective or from a CISO perspective. So you have it from a reputational perspective, you have it from an operational perspective, and you have a security, both physical and logical. So on the threat actor side, we're seeing things like deepfake attacks. We're seeing the concept of trying to do data poisoning, leveraging tools like ChatGPT. We're seeing all sorts of fun things in those type of arenas. But we're seeing the tip of the iceberg. And the reality is that AI and ML has been around for 10 years. It's just really laser focused today as we see more types of activities around it. From a CISO perspective, again, you have to think about the impact to your organization. How are you utilizing it? Are you using it in your security tools? Are you using it in your HR systems? Are you using it in your supply chain? How is it actually being leveraged in your organizations? And what are the risks in either consuming it or producing it?
So one of the things that we've talked about a lot in our industry is the lack of diversity and as well as the growing cyber talent gap, if you will, right? So what can businesses do from a practical and sustainable standpoint to kind of incorporate diversity in the mindset throughout the organization?
Diversity has been a conversation and a hot topic for as long as I've been in cyber, for almost 25 years. I think that we need to change the discussion of how do we create inclusive workforces, leveraging mentor programs, understanding work-life balance, creating open opportunities to execute sharing and creation of really the opportunity to collaborate across different parts of an organization. One of the ways to create a really good talent pool is to give the opportunity for inclusion. There were many times developing young talent where I'd have someone with a non-cyber background raise their hand because they were interested in cyber. Look for the people that are raising their hands and then foster and cultivate that learning and talent. The other thing when we think about incorporating diversity into their search and how they want to approach is work-life balance. While we're trying to bring emerging diverse talent in on one end, the problem is that we're losing diverse talent on the other end because executive level, C-level, director level positions can be very demanding. We're starting to see an exodus on the workforce on the other end of people that want a better work-life balance. So understanding flexible work conditions, helping with work-life balance, making it easier for families to have a better work-life blend is one way to really help insulate that the diversity you're bringing in on the front end isn't leaving on the back end.
CISO's life is filled with unexpected events, right? So how do you balance your business goals along with your personal one?
Oh my gosh, it's duct tape and Band-Aids. I'm lucky. I'm a mom of five. I have five kids, twin 14, 13, 10, and a baby, 1. You can follow them on Twitter, Zero Trust Baby. And I've always been very open and honest about the fact that my family does come first. But cyber and the role I play is also one of the 3 loves of my life. And so I do a lot of work to blend both. And what I mean by that is my kids come sometimes on business trips. I think it's a question of you can't do everything. So being honest about the fact that you have a life, not just work, and that you have to blend the two is something that we can all kind of take a page from.
When was the last time you were truly happy?
This morning. So I'm weird. I love the little things in life. And my daughter was chatting with me. I was getting ready for actually this. And she's like, Mom, there's the biggest turtle outside. And we ran outside to see this huge painter turtle, biggest one I've seen all summer. And it just made me so happy to see this gorgeous turtle pop into our creek. So you got to find joy in the little things, but making sure each day I do small things that bring me joy.